In today's video, you're not only going to see a low single-digit handicap golfer take on a great golf course, but I'm going to react to it with you as well. Grab your coffee or your drink of choice. I'm ready with the coffee. Let's see how I get on with all the rage moments, elation and everything in between. And that's straight at the flag. Go left. Oh, hello. That's not the right gap. How does it go right after it went left? I played here a few times, I love it. We'll see what it's like. It's the 10th of March. It's cost me £30. So let's see what the quality's like. We've had some good dry weather, so let's go lash driver off the first and hopefully get off to a great start. Enjoy. That's a terrible start.
All right.
Thankfully, there's a fairway over on 18. I think that's so bad it's fine. Well, lucky for me, sometimes wider is better. Unfortunately, this tree is somewhat in the way. I'd probably need a 52, but I'm concerned I can't get over it, so I'm lashing a 56. I think I got it over okay. I somehow managed to pull it left. Well, I won't lie, it's cold. However, the greens here are superb, so there's no excuses for me today. And albeit the fact that I only hit about 5 putts on the putting green, it felt good. That's a sublime read. I had that about 2 feet left to right, and if anything, it's gone right to left. Viewers may be just taking that nice view of part of the Rudding Park Hotel, and hopefully I'll knock this in. Yay! Right, well, a fair bit to unpick there if we're being honest. Only one good shot, made a putt for once in my life, and come off with a 4, so that's a nice start on the first. Well guys, we don't back down on the Johnny Plays Golf channel. The tee's up today, so it's about 270 to the flag. Made a bit of a Horlicks of this hole, making double last time, so we're not repeating that. And that's straight at the flag. Please get on the green. Oh, we're just short. Delighted though, very, very happy with that one. How about this? I've started nicely. And a tight lie here. No complaints so far. We've had 1 mat and 1 tee box, so I'm happy. Go left. Oh, hello. I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch, but I might make birdie. Wow. 1 under through 2. Go me. Right, well, who knew there was a golfer in there? Good signs, good signs. Don't want to get too ahead of myself though. 1 under through 2, but the 3rd hole is the longest on the course, even though we're teeing off from in front of the pond, as you can see from the footage. Still 410 yards up the hill. I've still managed to fade it. That's going to be right of target. It's actually fine, however I suspect that's going to be a fairly long approach in. Lucky for me, this hole is quite wide open, especially off the tee shot. Now, the difficulty here is everything is going to take my ball right to left. The slope, the wind and everything. So, I'm going to have to aim right of the green, probably towards this tall tree. Yeah, I've just overdrawn it a bit. It's probably going to miss left. I'm not sure actually, I think I might be putting. It'll be a long one though, which we all know is my forte. Hope you guys are enjoying this course vlog today. Trying to showcase some of the nicer, more hidden gem golf courses around the Yorkshire area and somewhat beyond if I can. And if you are and you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It would really help me out on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so we're growing. Well, without knowing it, I've short-sided myself. Oh, it's here. It's a very, very delicate chip. I did not mean to miss it to the right of the hole, but at least we're putting uphill. That wasn't as difficult as I probably thought, actually. This would be a very nice confidence boost on what I think is the hardest hole on the course. Yeah, boy. This is a very confident start and I'm liking where it's going. And we've got up and down again. Overview of the hole will probably take you down the left fairway, but we're teeing off over on the right this time. So again, it's pretty wide open, wind's off the left, so I'm just ripping one down the left side and let it just feed back, hopefully. Just like that. Just cut a tiny bit or hit the path and go an extra 50. That was optimistic, I didn't get anywhere near the path, but that is probably the best drive of the day, strike-wise anyway. Right, apparently then this is where the fun begins. Because normally you're sort of playing away from the water over on the left, but now I can just see water behind the flag. We have 95 yards to the hole. Sand wedge is definitely not going to get there into the wind. Plenty of space to the right with the wind heading that way as well, so I'm hitting a 3/4 52 degree and I'm going to try and aim it at the flag, and if it drifts right and is a bit short, I'm okay with that, that's for sure. Well, I've hit a tiny pull, get right. Thankfully, distance was spectacular, but that was not how I drew it up in my mind. Luckily, it's worked out. Right, I'm just going to casually drop this and then we'll move on to possibly my favourite par 3 ever. Just thought it was going to go right off the blade initially, but it didn't, and then just turned off. Well, somewhat surprisingly, I've negotiated the 4th quite well. Nice solid par there, lovely stuff, and onto my favourite par 3 possibly ever, mainly because I've made a hole-in-one there. Take it all back, guys, this is brutal now, this hole. It's 138 yards, but straight into the breeze. So I'm hitting a 160 shot. Paul's hit a beauty, so I'd just like to follow that, please. Nope, that's drifting left on the breeze. Luckily, good for distance. It's a long putt at it, but it's a putt. Yeah, I'm afraid that's not mine, guys. That's Paul's tee shot. What a shot. Meanwhile, I need to snap on because I have about 45, 50 feet across the green. Why did I take the flag out? Go, go, go. Quite a good putt by my standards. A couple of bumps and bobbles along the way probably didn't help. But I've just crept inside Paul. I'll be honest, that wasn't actually a bad stroke. I just underread it. What a disappointment. Tiny bit frustrating, but now we have a 500-yard par 5, albeit there's some maintenance work going on. The tee box markers have been put to one side and the flag's been taken out, so don't know what to make of that. Fortunately, they shouldn't be in play off the tee, and hope we don't get told off. Well, there's no one in the middle of the fairway, thankfully, so that's a good one. Annoyingly, that's a very good par 5, and I've absolutely nailed my tee shot down the middle. That hole's closed, and the next, due to some maintenance work, funnily enough, wasn't mentioned in the pro shop before our round, nor was it mentioned when we paid £30 for the green fee online. Bit frustrating. So back-to-back par 3s. I've got 8 iron, it's 150, just under. Howling left to right wind, but all the green's left, so I'm aiming just inside the bunker on the left and praying I get some left to right movement on this. I can't hit an 8 iron better than that, and it shows. That's delicious. Now, I've said this so many times, but I feel like my actual golf game itself, aside from putting, is probably that of a plus handicap, but my putting is akin to a 15 handicap. So if I can get the ball rolling, that would be fantastic. And it starts here. Go. Good layup. Now I've given myself the same length as last hole, which feels a long time ago, but I'm going to hold this in a nice positive fashion. Positive, probably not. Hold, absolutely. On to a par 5. Okay gang, back to back par 5s, and Paul's hit a beauty, so just follow that. Hook a bit. I've nailed it, but it's not really coming back. I think it's fine over there. The tee shot's worked out absolutely fine in the end. I'm not convinced I can get there with hybrid, so I'm trying to just hit it up the left and miss the front bunker. And if it creeps on, then excellent. Caught it a bit toey and it started right. Get up. Yeah, I suspect I'll be just right of the green. Okay gang, this is what my chip looks like. I've got a big false front here, so I have to clear this. Ball's just over there by my bag, so I'm going to have to land it on top. If it runs a little bit long, I think I'm okay, but there's enough room and it's into the wind a tiny bit. We've got this. Let's make another birdie. Something like that. I've done well to keep it short of the hole, but it's an uphill birdie putt. That went left to right. How can that possibly go left to right? I'm flummoxed. Yeah, okay, so left both my tee shot and my approach out to the right. Didn't get into any trouble. Left a tricky chip which I negotiated beautifully, and the putter is in steep decline now. Complete misread, so that's probably my eyes and not my technique. However, it's still a par, no complaints, and on to the next par 5. Let's see if I can go one better here. I have to aim it left for the wind to bring it back, so at those trees. Yes. Lost my balance, but I've struck it well, and I think that'll be fine. If nothing else, it's gone a long way by my standards. Right guys, this is a bit of a toughie. Flag is pretty much straight over that mound as you look at it. It's 174, but slightly down off the left. Oh, I've struck it quite well actually, but the face was open. It might be so far right that it's okay, but we'll be chipping, so an up and down for birdie. Right, well I managed to get the distance bang on. It's left me a tricky chip, but not something I don't mind, if that makes sense. I quite like these. I'm chipping onto a down slope, so I think if I just land it on the green, we'll be a-okay and it'll drift down to the hole. Something like that. Should give me a little uphiller for the birdie. Come on. Okay gang, we did some quick maths on the way up here and figured out that I'm actually level par, so I don't know what I'm complaining about. But I feel like if I'd hold a few putts, I'd be doing a lot better. But that starts here. I'm so shit at putting. Yet again, couldn't hold the putt. That's the running theme of the channel, unfortunately. And now on to a quite glorious but daunting par 3. They've actually added a couple of brand new holes in that I wasn't sure about before, and closed a couple in the forest, which were actually very nice holes. So that remains to be seen. However, 140 odd yards playing about 165 into a howling gale and a massive Mackenzie on the green with water short. Tough hole. Get up. Damn. Wow, that's gone nowhere. It's on dry land. Yeah, the 7-iron, I'm afraid, has probably gone 125 there. Don't want to state the obvious, but that's a big slope. Please get this to tapping range. Please. Yes! So happy with that. Oh, it's not quite as close as I thought. I've got this, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. Go me, I finally found the putter. How can I two-putt that and I miss putts from nowhere? Downwind par 4, 330-ish. Can't exactly remember what's up there and where, but no backing down. A little bit left of where I wanted. I think it's okay. It will open up the green, but I'm guessing because I can't remember. That didn't bounce. Oh dear. Yeah, not unexpected there, but I've given myself a chance at par. Yeah, good putt, misread. Damage done from a poor second, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, that's pretty much the hallmark of my game at times, just making sloppy bogeys, but we're only one over. I'm quite happy with that, generally. It's very windy, so birdie chance on the next, I think, short par 4. Right then, guys, it's all or nothing here. 290 to the flag, playing 270 downwind. So I should have it in the locker to get there. Emphasis on should. Fade. Oh dear, there's water over there. Well, I'm not sure actually. I thought I saw it come down. It's got to go. Well, it took a nice bounce forward. Just managed to hook my tee shot left slightly, but managed to somehow clear the water. I don't really know how. Didn't make the putt yet again, but a better positive stroke and blustery conditions. So happy with a par there, always happy with a par. And we'll move swiftly on. Okay, definitely one of the features of this course is it has some nice par 3s. And this one's no different. It's 138 off the mat today, down off the right. So I've got a little 9-iron. That was a shank. Very much undeserved stroke of luck. They're doing some renovations behind the camera, so it's a no play zone. and I've found it in there, and I'm off to the drop zone. So, I mean, I don't deserve to get up and down, but that's what I'm going to try and do. Doesn't look too bad from here. And I think it hit the flag, and we have 2 feet for par. Well, I wasn't expecting to have this for par, but it's no gimme. Don't go right. Oh, no. Good putt, misread again. Lucky me, maybe that's the issue, not the actual stroke. Okay, 400 yard, stroke index 2, par 4. Luckily my problems don't usually start until I get onto the short grass, so hopefully this is just fine. Yeah, surprise, surprise, lashed down the middle. It's ridiculous that I can hit the ball pretty much where I'm aiming from 260 yards, and then from 10 feet, there's no chance. The thing is, I try so hard to not let it get to me and not get frustrated at times, but when it's just consistently the same old story every round, where I play nicely tee to green and then putt like an idiot, it's hard not to get frustrated, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree with that, or at least understand it. Hold on. Yeah, it's a nice shot, good for distance. It'll be a tricky putt left to right, but surely can make par at the very least. That was a brilliant putt and it still didn't go in. Really tapped it as well. So not to be aggressive with that one, to be honest, but thought I might hold it. Okay guys, tee's in the ground. I'm going to show you how long it probably should take you to hit your golf shot. We're lined up, got our starting point, line up to that, get feet sorted, get comfortable, 1 look at the target, 2 looks and rip. Straight down the middle. Glad that worked out, or I would have looked ridiculous. Okay golfers, same thing again. I've got the 4-iron from about 202. It's lift, clean and place, so I give myself a nice lie. Easier said than done. Okay, happy with that. Wind's right to left, aiming a tiny bit right. So just right of pin high. Line up to my target again. Quick goosey gander. And pull the trigger. That didn't go well. I've laid up. It's absolutely fine. Right, the less said about the second shot the better. 66 yards here, bit of a scrubby lie, but not too bad. Looks pretty good. Spin left. Looks like we got a chance. I've got a stone in my shoe, and that pretty much sums up how I feel about golf at the minute. Surely this has to drop. Oh, it didn't sweep how I thought. Not bad. After a comical duff from the fairway, we've made a 5, and I suppose that's not the end of the world. What could have been, I say that a lot. It's always so frustrating, but never mind. We move. We're playing well still, just a couple of shaky putts. Lucky for us today, the 17th as is a lot shorter than normal. It's only 260, but it's into the wind off the left, so I'm having to hug the trees. But we're not backing down from a challenge. Oh no. Leant back on it. That's going so far right. Should not have hit driver there. In hindsight. That tee shot was disgusting, and the second is not much better. I'm aiming for a gap up there. I've got 90 yards all told. Not sure what that is. I've got 52 and just trying to punch it through that gap, and if I get anywhere near the green, I've done brilliantly. That's not the right gap. It's come straight down. That was so far offline. The only good thing was I hit it well. Sorry team, I think I forgot to press play. Didn't deserve to make it, I'll be honest. But it was a good shot nonetheless, and probably the first of the hole. How does it go right after it went left? Good 6. Just to clarify, guys, I couldn't understand in my mind there how the first chip went past the hole moving left to right. So it stands to reason that the return putt should go right to left if anything, and went left to right. So that was perplexing, and now I'm a bit annoyed. No surprises there, I've just ripped it down the middle. Hopefully not blocked out by the tree on the right, but that was a good drive to finish. And my overall thoughts on the course, greens class as always, just absolutely poo on them unfortunately. Disappointed with the mats, but it was the 10th of March we played this, so pretty much fair enough for England at this time of the year. Just disappointed at the 2 closed holes, not told in the pro shop. Still paid full whack for it, so 30 quid well spent, yeah. Thanks for watching.